Hello, my fellow Viltrumites, how's it going? Jack here, back with another reaction. And this time we're dealing with CJ the Champ, the original shit talker, the hood reviewer that kind of changed an entire genre. It's wild how many people have adopted this kind of style of reviewing and or recollecting shows. I like it. I have no qualms with it whatsoever. But the man who spearheaded it all is coming back with a piece on ANGSTROM LEVY.
Larry. Pettiness is an ugly thing.
I guess a long-lost member of the Haterocracy. For those of you who have watched the Boondocks, you know. And so today we're going to be listening to CJ explain how this man and his ballsack of a head achieved peak pettiness. Because if there is a characteristic that he truly channels, it is that. Petty AF. But before you do that, please do make sure to go and subscribe to CJ the Champ. And without further ado, let's get into this.
He broke into this man's house, looked at his mother and his baby brother and said, stick him up. Yo, he is stalking him. He's quite literally watching Mark get jiggy with Eve right now. Multiple cities destroyed, hundreds of thousands are dead. And it's all because of him.
I swear, this man.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. It's trial time, baby. And not for any old regular character. Oh, hell no. This is a man that quite possibly should be put in the hating ass the Hall of Fame. And it is none other than the human ballsack megamind variant, ANGSTROM LEVY, the arch nemesis of Invincible. There is no man in existence that is rivaling this man's hate for Invincible, because the lengths that this man goes to ruin this man's life is some of the wildest stuff you will ever see. Now,
bro, his design is insane. You know, it's rare that adaptations truly get to do a hero and or villain justice, because occasionally you have like the type of adaptation that you will see in anime where like characters are made way sexier than they are in the actual manga, right? Given like insane proportions, whereas when in comic books they are usually just simplified a little bit for the animator's sake, and so like finding the right compromise is not always the case because they have to do certain things just for the sake of the production pipeline, right? But I think that it truly captured ANGSTROM LEVY correctly here, except for perhaps the amount of wrinkles in his brain, but like how the entire thing just flowed into just like one singular ballsack of a brain fusing with his back and shoulders. Ugh. Gosh, he's nasty.
Before we start, this trial's gonna work a little differently. So, at the end of this trial, there will be two options and one outcome. This man will either A, make the round table, or B, he will get that ass thrown in this motherfucker.
Yeah, he deserves the asylum.
Right, no more.
I agree.
Gotta skip my way into the round table now. Fuck that. I'm putting stipulations on this one because I'm feeling some type of way today. So, without further ado, the ANGSTROM trial.
Ooh, spooky.
Woo, ah man, ANGSTROM. Where do I even begin? Do I start with how he's the most ugly motherfucker to ever exist, or talk about how this man is mentally fucking insane and has the biggest hate boner for Invincible the world has ever seen? Both. Now, to be fair to this human ballsack, ANGSTROM is a bit of a complex individual, and he wasn't always like this. You see, our ANGSTROM was actually a genius with, believe it or not, good intentions. He wanted to do things like cure cancer, promote world peace, end world hunger, and of course, make Rockstar drop GTA 6. Now,
anytime now.
These problems have not been solved in our world, but they have been solved in others. So since ANGSTROM had a power that could basically open gates to different dimensions, he decided to grab alternate versions of himself throughout the multiverse so he could combine all of their knowledge and put it in his noggin. Now, here's where everything went to shit. The night where he was doing the experiment to transfer all the memories in his brain, all the goody two-shoes Invincible came in to stomp him. Now, Mark had no clue what was going on. All he saw was a big-ass machine and demolish twins. So Mark logically thinking,
assumptions.
Was like, criminal scum. I'm taking you to jail. So him and the Marley twins started duking it out while Angstrom was trying to plead to him to make him understand. But Mark didn't listen to shit. So Angstrom sent out a bunch of alternate Marley twins to subdue Mark. But these big blue bastards jumped the hell out of this man. They was piecing Mark's ass up, and they were about to
that's
kill
some
him.
JoJo shit.
Angstrom decided he couldn't let this happen. So he rips off his helmet, and he ends up causing a chain reaction and blows up the entire machine, incinerating the Marley twins and blowing up every alternate version of himself.
Except,
hey, let's do a little breakdown real quick. So, this nigga boomed all the blue buff niggas except for one. And there were like 12 of them. 10 right here, and the 2 from the main universe. And only one of them niggas live, so that's like 11 bodies. Then, the thing that honestly has me confused is the state of his variants. Because he boomed all those niggas. So, like, does that count as mass murder or mass booming yourself? I don't...
That's actually pretty funny. But the real question is though, is his entire facility, did he have a client list? God, the Epstein jokes are so hot right now.
Oh no, I am generally perplexed. Up and can't forget the property damage. But after all that, this is the incident that made Angstrom deformed and generally insane. This nigga started tweaking. And the reason why he was tweaking was because the process of getting everybody's memories worked. But obviously everything didn't go according to plan because everybody went boom, boom. So all of the memories just got jumbled together. And the memories that made him crash out was all from one man, none other than Mr. Mark Grayson, AKA. And the reason why is because every other version of Invincible is a menace to society.
Absolutely.
He put multiple versions of Angstrom through hell, and we got plenty examples. Example 1, Sinister Mark. This motherfucker pulled up on Angstrom and his son, looked at his kid like he was a waste of oxygen, then teleported right behind him, hand choking this little nigga by the neck. And Mark told him, "Oh, don't worry, man, I'll make it fast." This little nigga's thrown out right in front of Angstrom.
Bro, Image Comics have this thing about them where they are not holding back. It's like, if we're gonna depict some of the worst people imaginable, and it is going to be your protagonist, an alternate version of him, but you're still gonna dislike him.
Bro killed his kid with no remorse and no regret. Example 2, Dogs Out Mark. Angstrom and his wife in this universe are running away from another Invincible variant. And you could tell this is an evil version of Invincible simply off of the costume. Because what the fuck is this?
The
Why
toes?
are your toes out, man? This is a public disturbance, like, holy shit. He probably be hitting drive-bys on motherfuckers.
That's a Kojima villain.
Fly out to him, right? Make them smell his nasty-ass toes, then they die on impact. This probably the evilest Mark out of all of them. But anyways, he full-on swanton bombs the ground, sending a massive shockwave that ended up hitting Angstrom and his wife. And when bro woke up, he sees his wife shish
Impaled
on a stake while he's over here bleeding out. Example 3, 5-star wanted level Mark. In this universe, Angstrom was a detective, and him and some cops are trying to stop a 5-star wanted level Mark. And this version wasted no time. He shreds the cops in front of him in half, then held old girl by the neck and popped her head like a balloon. And finally, example 4, Executioner Mark. He had these people in camps lined up in a line, getting their head chopped off. You had to see the man in front of you get their head chopped off before he chopped off your head. That is insanely brutal. But after showing you some of these examples, we can clearly see that not all Angstroms were fans of Mark. And with all of those memories jumbled in his brain, this was a recipe for disaster. And from this day forward, Angstrom vowed to get his revenge on Invincible. And not the terrible evil variants that I just showed you, no. He wanted revenge on the one that didn't do shit.
That's the part that fucks me over. Like, in a way, you could argue that there is some sense into that. Yeah, I know, as weird as it sounds, the one bad Angstrom Levy goes after the actual good Mark. Ironic, but you know, a villain doing what villains do. Weird ass poetic injustice. But then he had the opportunities, his ability of manipulation to pit the bad guys against each other. But he didn't do that, did he? Did he?
He hated the only good Mark. Like, bro, that is crazy, RNG. Out of all the ones, he chose the only good one. Yeah, bro. So now with this, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, the home invasion. Now, this was some nasty timing by Angstrom. I'm not gonna lie to you. This man caught Mark lacking at the worst time possible. He caught his ass right after he just broke up with Amber. This man is heartbroken and emotionally cooked right now. So when he gets a call from his mom, he was like, oh, it's just my mom. But when he answers the phone, all he hears is, hello, Mark. I hope you're having a terrible day if it isn't terrible already. But anyways, let me cut to the chase. If you do not fly your ass over here to your house that I am conveniently in right now, I will boom your mother in this ugly ass purple little shit.
Hey, he's cute.
Boy. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. Before we
Leave
even
Kid
go
Oliver alone.
any further, this nigga's fucking insane. He broke into this nigga's house, looked at his mother and his baby brother and said, stick him up. Yeah, hell nah, dog. So off the rip, that's already home invasion, hostage taking, and shit. Add on extortion with it. Oh, and I can't forget, look at Oliver. This nigga Angstrom is about to boom a 3-month-old baby.
And don't give the shit about, oh, he's an alien baby. He actually ages faster in conscience.
Fuck no. Child endangerment. This nigga really just went 4 for 4, 100% shooting in 30 fucking seconds, bro. Disgusting work. And guess what? It's gonna get worse from here. Yeah. So when Mark finally gets to his house, he sees this nigga Angstrom.
He does the thing.
Chilling on his couch.
And the other Mark did.
His mama's face with them dirty ass hands. And you wanna know what pisses me off even more? Ooh, nigga. Get your dirty ass shoes off the couch, nigga!
What do you have shoes indoors?
Fake ass, chopped ass, black ass neocortex. God damn it. You didn't even have the decency to take off your damn shoes when you came in the house. And then you gonna put them on the goddamn couch? Yeah, this is a sick individual. So here go this sinister ass ball sack. He told Mark, hello, Mark. I'm so glad you can make it. Me and your mother were getting acquainted. And I heard that she is newly single and ready to mingle. Is that true, Debbie? Mark, if you don't get this chop, motherfucker, bitch, shut the fuck up before I Chris Breezy your ass in front of your kids.
Bro, Debbie is MVP, okay? To all the mothers out there who care for their children, you are MVP.
So Angstrom kept on yapping to Mark about who he was and everything, and how Mark made him chopped for life. And Angstrom got so heated in this conversation that he started snatching Debbie's weave off and threw her and Oliver into the ground. And oh my God, look how that purple baby hit his head. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's assault and child abuse. So Mark was trying to plead with bro, but bro said, nigga, you made me chopped. So no, I'm gonna kill your whole fucking family.
Unhinged.
So Mark got pissed and tried to swing on Angstrom, but Mark fell for the bait. Angstrom already had a portal ready to send this man to another dimension, and he kept on trolling this nigga for like 30 minutes. He sent this man to I don't know how many universes, and every time he would come back, he would see some traumatic shit.
I mean, in all fairness, with the Spidey example there, they originally, in the comics at least, actually had him sent to the original Marvel universe, where he actually met Spider-Man, but given that, obviously, Amazon cannot make use of Spider-Man, they had to invent this guy, which is pretty freaking funny.
Into I don't know how many universes, and every time he would come back, he would see some traumatic shit. Prime example, Angstrom brings him back, and this nigga's just holding Oliver and talking like, hello, little purple nigga. Wow. You're actually purple. Man, all the other kids at school are gonna love you.
Nigga,
Don't touch me.
Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
My baby!
My baby!
This guy Angstrom chucked Oliver across the room. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Debbie on this heads up play. She see that little nigga Oliver about to go out of bounds, but what did she do? Said, book it off the line. It makes the snag inbounds with contact. That is a true #1 wide receiver right there. Tennessee Titans, make the fucking call, please. So some more time passes as Angstrom continues to terrorize the family and gets smacked by a Fortnite gun. It got to a point where Debbie said, nah, I gotta fight back. I gotta get this chopped nigga out of my house. So she gets up and hits him over the head with a vase. But bro felt nothing with that big ass cranium of his. He backfists Debbie. Good God, nigga. Assault! I ain't gonna lie, there's gotta be a new level of hatred that's just been unlocked. This gorilla back-fisted this man's mother. That is OD. Like, I get you hate the nigga, but beating on the man's mama that ain't got nothing to do with this is crazy. But Angstrom being Angstrom found a way to hate this man's mother too. He basically started telling her, you think you're innocent in all this, don't you? Oh, bitch,
you give birth to him.
Your fault. Because at the end of the day, you were the one who opened up your legs for a space tyrant.
I fucking hate this man.
He's gonna rot in hell for what he did here tonight.
That's a special place for this nigga.
Slammed her through the table like prime Undertaker, then walked up to him. She smacks this nigga across the face, but Angstrom grabbed her arm and snapped it in half. Oh, Lord have mercy. Attempted murder. This is OD. Like, this tweaking ass nigga is clinically insane. I think at this point, everybody should have a pretty good idea at where this is going at the end of this video. But let us continue, though, as we see this man holding up Oliver by the leg. Oh, my God. Child abuse on all too, man.
Oh,
so
my
after
God.
Angstrom finished torturing this man's family, he opens up another portal to bring Mark back after sending this man through the multiverse of madness. I mean, look at this dude. This man has been through hell and back. But Mark made a great heads-up play here. You see, he didn't rush through the portal and try to blitz Angstrom. This man just stood there and waited. So when Angstrom popped his head through the portal, Mark kills this nigga out of nowhere and plants him on the ground. And this is when Mark sees the damage that Angstrom has done. He looks over to his left and sees his mother on life support and his little brother crying. And he
Dude, you could see his Angstrom face. He was like, bruh, I fucked up.
just smirked at him. This man is a sick bastard. So Mark starts crashing out as he should. You can't let no nigga beat up on your mama and have him breathing the next day. Hell no, that nigga's dying. So Mark had Angstrom planted in the road, but Angstrom started laughing at him and throws him off of him with ease. And this is when he reveals to Mark that the people that rebuilt his body also gave him some
super strength.
He slaps Mark across the block. And this is where this fight just gets insane. Angstrom runs up to him and punches him to another dimension. And he just starts beating the hell out of this man throughout the entire multiverse. Straight up mollywopping his ass. And he's not even giving him a chance to breathe. He's just rushing his ass down. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
But he ain't no
I feel
Viltrumite,
bad
though.
for these people right here. Because they are another case of invincible
Oh,
collateral
no.
damage. Angstrom comes through the portal and pushes both of them through portals to a random dimension. Now, we have no clue where they landed, but I'm 99% sure wherever they probably got sent, it's probably not good. I mean, there's an entire Walking Dead dimension, so I'ma just go ahead and call it. That's a double homicide. Or who knows, man, they could have been sent to Beverly Hills. But anyways, Angstrom just
Right.
smacking Mark through multiple dimensions again. This man Mark really got his ass whooped by a chop nigga throughout the multiverse. And then here come Angstrom talking like,
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
I'm about to make
a name
name for myself to
so he
today.
starts choking Mark, and looks like it's gonna come to an end.
Look at you,
Every time this man fights, it looks like he's about to die. Like, nigga, fight back.
I mean, this is the typical thing with Invincible, right? He turns into a Super Saiyan. Like, I'm close to dying. Oh shit, I'm close to dying. Power up.
But Mark finally lands a punch after getting whooped the entire time, and this is when Mark really locked in. Because Angstrom told this man, after I have the satisfaction of killing you, I'm gonna go back and kill your mother. Then the purple little shit.
What did you say, nigga?
So Mark, hearing this,
The lip
fully
syncing.
embraced the crash out. Mark rushed Angstrom and sent him flying. Boom, this stupid ass made that nigga start rolling midair. And there was no more holding back. He started beating the hell out of this man. Bro flew down and started mashing them buttons like a God of War quick time event. Beating the hell out of this man over and over and over and over again. Until all that was left of his face was just straight up mush. Finally putting this psychotic man down.
He should have gone for the heart.
This man somehow survived. Bro somehow still had the will to somehow open up a portal to the technicians so they could rebuild him again.
That's what happens when you have a massive brain, I guess. More brain activity. Somehow, but by invincible comic logic.
And guess what this man does right after he's been rebuilt? He starts sending drones to spy and watch this man's every single move. This man is obsessed. He has now turned into a multiversal stalker. Look at all this footage he has. Bro has his whole life recorded in a VOD. And oh my God, I just thought about it. He was probably watching Mark and you go downtown.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, look at him. He's in the fucking chair. This man is a freak.
I did it.
The ANGSTROM.
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Oh no.
Holy shit.
That's just Exhibit A.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, the Invincible War. Now, if you didn't think ANGSTROM could get even crazier than he already was, oh boy, let me tell you, because this shit was beyond psychotic. So ANGSTROM decided, I want to ruin Mark's life even more. So how should I ruin his life exactly? Get every single evil version of Invincible and attack his world.
Oh my God, we got my man Mercury Mark involved into this. Like, look at that mustache. He's glorious.
Like, nigga, what? Ain't that the nigga that killed your son? Like, what are we doing for real? This idiot grabbed all of the Invincibles that he should hate and told them, go f up the good Invincibles world. So this man launches a attack on the entire planet with a bunch of evil marks. And they went on a rampage, destroying everything in their path. The White House cooked. The Pentagon cooked. The Empire State Building cooked. The fact that he told them to hit those spots, yeah, all right, buddy, you're a test. About to start calling his ass Osama bin Levy the way he moved. And they just didn't stop at those locations. Oh no. They decided to also hit prisons. So anybody that was locked up in that hole, they out. And man, oh man,
and that hater.
Awesome people. My nigga Rex, man. Now, if y'all don't know, I used to hate Rex a lot. I mean,
oh, Rex finally got his mama. He got his mama. Not to be confused by the weird hub searches of like step. No, he got his girl. Finally, he was getting good. And he was going to be slapping cheeks for the rest of his life. Rest in peace, man.
Let me pull up the old Omni-Man video real quick. Look how he just bitch slaps Rex, bruh. I enjoyed that shit way too much. Play that shit again. Obviously, if you cannot tell, I do not like Rex. I hated this nigga, but over time he grew on me. And man, my nigga had to blow himself up to save the fucking team, bro. Massive death, all thanks to you know who. Fucking ANGSTROM, man. Now at least this nigga Rex went out like a G. You know who didn't go out like a G though? Trash ass Immortal and the Guardians of the Globe. These niggas stop. This Invincible with no goggles whooped their asses. Look at Black Samson knocked the fuck out and sleeping.
As always.
Hell, he already used to this. Look at duplicating all her clones, sorry asses. Dead as hell. Why the fuck is she even on the team? Like, be for real, she's a jobber. She sucks. And then the Martian. I don't know why he's here either. He sucks. If these are the heroes that are supposed to save me in this world, then shit, my death is pre-ordered. Cause these niggas ain't saving shit. So the last people standing was Darkwing and Immortal, and they were getting dog walked. Darkwing almost died the same way the first Darkwing did, getting slammed to the ground like that. And then here comes the worst superhero ever. So he starts piecing up Immortal, punches him into the ground, then slams runs into him feet first. And it was raps for Immortal. Dude just stomped on his neck, decapitating him. Then decided to kick up his head and throw it at Kate, killing the last clone. And the entire Guardians of the Globe were cooked. And man, the amount of heroes that died in these attacks were insane. Heroes got dropped like flies left and right, as these Invincibles almost destroyed every major city. Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Paris, Moscow, Tokyo, London. They laid waste to everything. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people dead. And who were these attacks led by? None other than Osama bin Levy. So charge-wise here, these all go under a massive
fucking genocide
against humanity. Because this man just tried to end the world just for people to hate Mark. This man is
Osama bin Levy, the genocider.
So 3 days later, after the attacks are over, Angstrom tells all the Invincibles to meet up over Mark's house. So when Angstrom pulled up in front of all of them, he told them, "Excellent work, everybody. You have done an amazing job. Not only did you fuck up his whole planet, but now when people think of Invincible, they'll all think of this glorious day. Now go find that nigga." But the other Invincibles were like, "Nah, we're done. Now where's your part of the bargain, buddy? You're supposed to give us dimensions to conquer." So they all decided to turn on Angstrom, but Angstrom knew this would happen. He already had a contingency plan. He summons a bunch of portals and sends them to another dimension where they can never escape. So they're basically all gonna die in there, or just fight amongst each other till they all die. So we're just gonna count them as more bodies, because they're gonna die eventually. So finally, Mark pulls up to fight Angstrom, because he knew it was Angstrom that did all this, because he's the only person that would ever think of some sick shit like this. Also, he thought he killed him. He thought bro was dead, but Angstrom was like, "No, no, no, you hit like a bitch." So he starts beating Mark's ass with his balls. He's just doing this so nonchalant, hands behind the back and everything while floating down. This man is such a villain. So Angstrom just spammed the drones the entire fight to zone this man out. He was not letting Mark get close to even touching him. And when Mark finally did get close, this man summoned a giant wave of just drones that just grabbed him and just planted him in the ground. And I know this entire fight, Mark had to be mad as hell, because Angstrom is fighting like a straight pussy. Bro is just spamming projectiles. I would be losing it. And he's talking shit saying, "Ooh, what's wrong? Can't get close to hit me." This nigga's such a dickhead, man.
He is.
So Angstrom was trying to push him back into a portal. And the reason why he was trying to push him back in a portal is because he wanted to trap him in there while he finished destroying the world and killed everybody that he loves and cares about. So Mark, hearing this, got a rage boost. He went straight through the drones and choked Angstrom. So while he was choking him, Oliver came down and told him, "Hey, yo, that was the same freaking nigga that beat me when I was a baby. Yo, boom that nigga."
Kill him like Dad used to do.
And that gave Angstrom an opening. A drone comes and smacks him, and Angstrom just starts falling back into his portal. But while he was falling back, Mark flew up and tried to catch him. So he grabbed his arm, but Angstrom cut off the portal, cutting off his arm to make his retreat. And after all that, after everything that he did, this motherfucker got away.
Got away with it.
Everything.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Unbelievable. The Angstrom trial. The verdict. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at this massive list of atrocities, anybody else that would have this stat line would make the round table. But Angstrom, however, asylum.
Yeah, fuck him.
No,
there is not a single redeeming quality about this dude. It's not like, let's say, Dio, who is like the generational hater of all times, right? But dude kind of ends up redeeming himself in the form of his son, you know, actually doing good deeds. And also, Dio was just a hurt homosexual who did not know how to come out of the closet, you know?
Ifs, buts, or ors. This psychotic megamind ass nigga is insane. Hating the only good Invincible, breaking into his house and torturing his family, then gathering all the evil ones, the ones that you should hate, and sent them to destroy the world of the only good Invincible. Oh, and let me not forget, stalking him and his girlfriend, and the entire family at that. Yeah, nah, nigga, lock this motherfucker up. And you know what's crazy? This man's not even done yet. He's gonna do some more stupid shit in the future. I'm just letting you know in advance. But yeah, man, that is it for this trial. Yo, shouts out Angstrom for being the first man to fail a roundtable trial. His name will go down in history for being a psychotic bitch-ass nigga.
Bro went Osama bin Levy. Oh my god, that's fucking great. Wow, yeah, he's just the worst. That's all I can say about that. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. As always, if you liked it, don't forget to hit that like and or subscribe button if you want to see more. Make sure to go and like the video from CJ to Champ, of course. Wish you all to have a wonderful day. Don't be a hater, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.